It is getting really bad for Kamala Harris. A bad 24 hours in the media for Kamala, as not even Whoopi Goldberg can save her. The ads are writing themselves, ladies and gentlemen. The ads for Trump are writing themselves. She was just on The View and she was on 60 Minutes last night. Also, Tim Walz is embarrassing himself. If you guys don't believe me, man, check this out. I gotta show y'all this. And before we start this video, as always, smash the like button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. This is I spelled Whoopi's name wrong. Let me correct that. Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi can't even save her. She can't save her. And by the way, I just want to say prayers to everybody going through everything that they're going through in Florida. Prayers to everybody. I just want to send prayers and love to everybody in Florida. I hope you guys are evacuating and you are protecting yourselves from what's going on. And that's going to be a topic in this live stream. So let's take a listen.
Fox News alert, Kamala Harris's media blitz is already bombing. 60 Minutes just grilled her on immigration. She had nothing. Watch.
There was an historic flood of undocumented immigrants coming across the border the first 3 years of your administration. Was it a mistake to loosen the immigration policies as much as you did?
It's a long-standing problem.
What?
And solutions are at hand. And from day one, literally, we have been offering solutions.
What I was asking was,
what did she say? I'm telling you, it's so bad. It is so bad. What is she saying here?
was it a mistake to kind of allow that flood to happen
60 Minutes is actually pressing her
in the first place?
I think the policies that we have been proposing are about fixing a problem, not promoting a problem. Okay.
But the numbers did quadruple.
Oh my God, that is bad. But we're going to be talking more about that. But let's actually go to The View. Let's go to The View, because the ladies at The View are freaking out because they just can't save Kamala. They can't save her at all. And I want you to take a look at this, because apparently this is trending to be Donald Trump's next big ad. Take a listen.
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to.
I'm going to play that one more time.
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button. This is hilarious. This is bad. This is so bad for them. All right, here we go. So we have to talk about the Kamala Harris, Ron DeSantis fiasco regarding the hurricane assistance. Here's The View trying to press her on it. Here's what she had to say about that.
Now, he said this morning, you've never called regarding any of the storms Florida has had since you've been vice president until apparently now, and called it political. What's your response to that?
In fact, she's been vice president for 3.5 years. I've dealt with a number of storms under this administration. She has never contributed anything to any of these efforts. And so what I think is selfish
Has she ever
is her
called
trying to
before?
blunder into this. No.
Well, first of all, I have called and talked with, in the course of this crisis, this most recent crisis, Democrat and Republican governors. Called, taken the call, answered the call, had a conversation. So obviously, this is not an issue that is about partisanship or politics for certain leaders, but maybe is for others.
Mm-hmm.
The ads are writing themselves. I see a lot of people watching from Maryland. Southern Oregon is in the building. We got Nashville in the building. You guys watching this is getting really bad. Apparently, she's literally blaming Ron DeSantis for playing political games. It is bad. It is bad. But we got more. We have more from this it's gonna get even worse. So please buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because the ladies at The View, you know what they're trying to do. They had her on The View, they had her on 60 Minutes, they had her everywhere. I guess she's going to the Breakfast Club next. Take a listen.
Kamala, and I'm calling you Kamala because for all of those who are mispronouncing it, I want you all to know how to say it. There we go. But let's talk about something you would do different from Donald Trump. Right now, there is a monster storm barreling towards my state of Florida, a place that's still reeling from Hurricane Helene. Trump is lying, claiming that the Biden administration is intentionally withholding aid from the areas where Republicans live, and that.
Let me ask you guys something. You guys believe that's true? Listen, man, I told you guys there's something fishy going on about these areas that are getting hit. They all just so happen to vote Trump. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Not a conspiracy. Yes, I am, but that's not right now. I'm just trying to do YouTube because I don't want YouTube to block this video. But bro, something's happening here. You know, like something weird is going on in these areas that are getting hit. They just so happen to vote Trump or just be a Republican. I'm just saying. Not insinuating anything. I'm just pointing it out. But let's keep going. Apparently, the ladies at The View and everybody doesn't believe in weather manipulation. They don't believe in these things. That's cool. Let's go.
Kamala, and I'm calling you Kamala because for all of those who are
Kamala
mispronouncing it, I want you all to know how to say it. There we go. But
that deserves a round of applause. Really?
let's talk about something you would do different from Donald Trump. Right now, there is a monster storm barreling towards my state of Florida, a place that's still reeling from Hurricane Helene. Trump is lying, claiming that the Biden administration is intentionally withholding aid from the areas where Republicans live, and that FEMA funds are being redirected to migrants. Ironically, that is something he did in 2019. What do you think the effect of these lies are, and why is he doing this?
Well, it's profound, and it is the height of irresponsibility and, frankly, callousness. So lives are literally at stake right now. I traveled to Georgia and to North Carolina after Hurricane Helene. In Georgia, I met a woman who just days earlier, her husband was killed in their home by a fallen tree. Days later, I met with her and her daughter. You can imagine the pain, the shock that they are still in about what they experienced, what they witnessed. I mean, we're talking about real human beings and their lives and them losing everything. Everything. This woman lost her husband, her child lost her father. People are losing their home with no hope of ever being able to reconstruct or return. And the idea that somebody would be playing political games for the sake of himself, but this is so consistent about Donald Trump. He puts himself before the needs of others. I fear that he really lacks empathy on a very basic level to care about the suffering of other people and then understand the role of a leader is not to beat people down, it's to lift people up.
Absolutely.
Well, here you are getting exposed. Apparently, it's all about lifting people up. Let's take a listen here at the truth, Kamala, because this is what they do. They're embarrassing themselves going on these shows. All these ladies are, yeah, Kamala, yeah, you're telling the truth. What? Well, here's the truth. And here's a governor by the name of Ron DeSantis, who is a hell of a governor that people love. Even Democrats in Florida love this guy. Smash the like button. We have 400 likes only. Come on, guys. Let's get these likes up right now before we play this clip of Ron DeSantis exposing Kamala Harris. Let's get these likes up. Let's hit the algorithm. You know how YouTube loves to block these videos. Take a listen.
And we've been laser focused on leveraging all resources available, including from the federal government. And I've been in touch with both FEMA and the president, as well as marshaling all our state agencies and working to support our local communities. And so for Kamala Harris to try to say that my sole focus on the people of Florida is somehow selfish, is delusional. She has no role in this. In fact, she's been vice president for 3.5 years. I've dealt with a number of storms under this administration. She has never contributed anything to any of these efforts. And so what I think is selfish
Has she ever
is her
called
trying to
before?
blunder into this. No. And here's
Has
the
she ever
thing.
called before?
She has no role.
So she lied on The View. She lied about calling. She lied. She don't care. They don't vote for her. They're not going to vote for her anyways. That's how she's thinking about it. She hasn't called Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is telling the world as they're getting another Hurricane Milton, Category 5. Have you guys seen what's going on in Florida? How scary it is out there right now? You guys have families. Some of you guys probably live there. Some of you guys can't even leave your homes. You have nowhere to go. But I want you to take a listen to what's going on out there. Just want to, we'll get back to Ron DeSantis, but I want you guys to listen to what's going on in these streets. Not scary. This is like some crazy apocalyptic stuff right here. They have a literally like a Sprinter van with a loudspeaker telling people to evacuate immediately.
Now, we anticipate significant storm surge and intense winds moving into the area as the storm impacts our community. The time to leave is now. This is the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Mandatory evacuations have been ordered for your area. Please leave now. We anticipate significant.
Well, it's getting real.
Now, we anticipate significant storm surge and
that is scary. Scary. Now let's get back to Ron DeSantis in Florida. So crazy how all this stuff is literally taking place right before the election. Isn't that come? Let's just take a moment. Let's just take a little step back here, right? She's making all these appearances. All these things are happening in these areas, right? Republican voting areas right before the election. Less than a month away. What is it? 29, 28, 27 days before the election. These things just so happen to be taking place. 2 hurricanes, 2 of them, not just one, 2.
Anything to any of these efforts. And so what I think is selfish
Has she ever
is her
called
trying to
before?
blunder into this. No. And here's
Has
the
she ever
thing.
called before?
She has no role. No, she has no role in this process. I'm in contact with the president of the United States. I'm in contact with FEMA director. I'm obviously managing all our state agencies. We're supporting all our local government. And I will say this. I've had storms under both President Trump and President Biden, and I've worked well with both of them. She's the first one who's trying to politicize the storm, and she's doing that just because of her campaign. She's trying to get some type of an edge. She knows she's doing poorly, and so she's playing these political games. I don't have time for political games. I've got people whose lives are on the line. I've got people whose homes and their possessions are on the line, and we are focused 100% on that mission. I'm not worried about playing her political games. And so she is being selfish by trying to blunder into this when we're working just fine.
I just got word that while she was making her appearance on The View, Joe Biden was having a press conference again for the second week in a row. Joe Biden, the president right now, who just so happened to be MAGA all of a sudden. This guy is like, he went dark MAGA for sure. He's been watching our channel. He's been watching all of our channels. This guy is definitely tuned in. Apparently, he's live right now. Take a listen.
The governor of Florida has been cooperative. He said he's gotten all that he needs. I talked to him again yesterday, and I said, I said, no, you're doing.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo, they are not on the same page. She just went on The View to say that Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump have been very bad and non-cooperative. But this guy just went on live at the same time as Kamala and says that Ron DeSantis has been cooperating and he has everything he needs. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is... Yo, this guy hates Kamala, doesn't he? We have him in the chat. I told you, Joe Biden. Look, he's here. Look at this, guys. Look at my left, maybe you're right. Bottom right, bottom left for some of you guys. Joe Brandon, Lou, what's up? I told you guys he watches the channel. This guy is here. Joe Brandon is here. So he goes on, tells all the reporters that Ron DeSantis has been cooperative, except so Kamala's lying, and Joe Biden admits it. Look at this.
The governor of Florida has been cooperative. He said he's gotten all that he needs. I talked to him again yesterday, and I said, no, you're doing a great job. It's all being done well. We thank you for it. And I literally gave my personal phone number to call. So I don't know.
Dude, no way. Are you listening to Joe Biden as Kamala is trying to bash Ron DeSantis? Joe Biden is bigging him up and saying that he gave him his personal phone number. Oh, I get it. We're in the middle of a big storm in Florida, right? Nothing's really funny, but sometimes, man, politics right before the election, this is actually crazy. Like, do you hear what he's saying about him? Like, I gave him my personal phone number. He's been very cooperative. This guy, I like this guy. I like this Republican. What is happening?
I said, no, you're doing a great job. It's all being done well. We thank you for it. And I literally gave my personal phone number to call. So I don't know. There was a rough start in some places, but every governor from Florida to North Carolina has been fully cooperative and supportive and acknowledged what this team is doing. And they're doing an incredible job. But we got a lot more to do.
And you know what Kamala's doing? She's on a press tour bashing the same people that Joe Biden is bigging up. Joe Biden is giving all these people credit. Meanwhile, she's on The View saying that these people aren't cooperating. Smash the like button, man. What a video. What a timing. This was perfect timing. Shout out to the person that sent me that link to that video to let me know that Joe Biden was live at the same time. Because boy, oh boy, was that crazy. And that's going to be in the headlines for the rest of the day. Joe Biden, perfect timing. This guy, literally, while she's on a press tour, literally, in 60 Minutes doing a press tour, and she's on The View speaking about how, Ron DeSantis is not cooperating. Joe Biden is bragging about how he gave him his own personal number. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys are watching from. Prayers for everybody. We will be back with a bigger and better video. I got to go pick up my mom from the airport. She just came in from her vacation. And once I come back, we'll be doing more videos. So spread the word on this video. Very important you guys do that. See you guys on the next one.